Here we are going to discuss email marketing. I know we typically discuss meta ads and stuff, but today we are going to discuss this because I feel that it's been neglected by many brands. And to me, I know some people will hit me hard because of saying this, but it's like finding money in the pockets because you don't need to pay to get these people as much as you do when you run paid ads. You have subscribers, and if you offer something that they want, you can turn them into cash paying customers. And what struck me the most when I audit with my agency, these email accounts is that the message might be okay, but it's just out of sync with your customers' buying behavior. And here's what I mean. Some brands say, I have the flows, like I have the cart 3, I have the welcome flow, the abandoned cart flow, and I have the post-purchase flow. That's it. Well, it's like saying I run Facebook ads and I have a campaign. Of course you do. You run Facebook ads, you're going to have a campaign. If you run email marketing, you are going to have flows, or it's likely that you do, right? But the flow in itself is nothing. The message, the timing, who you are targeting, and the offer, it's what's important. So what I'm going to give you right now is a 3-step marketing playbook that we use at my agency, BSR Digital, for real results that I think will help you. And it starts with business logic, not with the platform. The first step is to map out your customer's purchase journey. If you don't understand the customer's purchase journey, what they buy in the first order, what they buy in the second, third, and so on, how many times do they buy per year, what's the average time between orders, etc., you're not going to be able to have an effective email marketing strategy. You might get away up to a decent point, but that's it. Because if you don't know those touch points, you cannot improve, right? So we use a third-party tool called Lifetimely. I have no affiliation to them, but I really like this tool. And you can use the free 14-day trial. You can install it a few days and then you can uninstall it if you want. But the data that will give you in just probably an hour after installing it, it's amazing. And it's data that Shopify doesn't give you. So for example, as you can see the screen right now, you will see a chart with the purchases. Each of these columns you can see on screen is a purchase. The first column is the first purchase, second purchase, and so on. You can see with different colors, you can see the chart by product, like by SKU, or you can see by product type, etc. I like to see it first by product type because it's like taking a look at the forest and not the tree. Like I want to see which product types are bought the most in the first order and then in the second, and the cross-sell. Like for instance, for a client, the 40% of first orders were pants. And then we could see that half of them bought more pants, and then a percentage bought tops, etc. Right? So you can see the cross-sell, and you can also see what's purchased together. The point is that you can analyze what people buy in the first order, and from those people who bought one product type, what they buy in the second order, third, and so on. There's another chart in which you can see the average time between orders. So you can see the time between the first and the second and the third, and so on, as well as the overall average, the average between all orders. You can see the products that are often purchased together as well. And you can see the categories and SKUs in each order, as I said, and the SKUs driving the highest LTV. So you can see the LTV drivers in one screen, and you can see the LTV overall for 3 and 6 months and 12 months, I believe. And you can see a breakdown by product category and even by SKU, I believe. So that's powerful information. And we are going to see in this second step what we are going to use it for. In the second step, we are going to build an SMS and email touchpoint map. If you run email only, that's okay too. So this touchpoint map will have, let's say, imagine a wireframe or a diagram in which you have one square, let's say, your circle for each flow that you're currently running. So you have the welcome flow, abandoned cart flow, the win back flow, browse abandonment flow, post purchase flow, and so on, right? If you want, you can connect the dots, welcome, then abandoned, even though it's not linear, you can just have the flows there. Once we have that, we can analyze both the maps together, and you can start asking yourself some questions like, are my flows aligned with an actual reorder timing? Like maybe the post-purchase flow fires too soon, or maybe what I'm offering in the post-purchase email is not relevant compared to what I just saw in this tool that these people want. So let's say that people who bought pants, half of them want tops and the other half want more pants. And I'm offered them t-shirts, right? It's not going to be relevant to them. So you will see there which things you need to change. Again, it could be the messaging, it could be the offer, or it could be the timing. If the average time between the first and second order is 6, and you're trying to offer them something at, I don't know, 10 days after they bought, probably that's not going to work. Of course, you can try decreasing that average time from 60 days to something else, but you need to know that it's not what typically happens, right? So you need something stronger to encourage them to buy sooner. So once you analyze these, you can actually think business wise how to optimize your flows and what content to create there. You can even color code your SMS and email touchpoint map. Like you can do green for those flows that are working great and fully in sync with what people do. You can have yellow for those that need adjustments or optimizations, and in red, those that are really, really ineffective, not in sync at all. Or you can add flows that are missing, and you can add them in red to the diagram saying that, oh, I could have this flow working for me, but I don't. Sometimes it could be a flow. Sometimes it could be an email within a flow. And sometimes it could be a path within a touch point within a flow. The path is, let's say, customers versus non-customers. It's the classic. But you can segment the audience by, again, the top products they bought. You're not going to create a path or a flow for every single product or product type. But as you scale, you might want to say, oh, if these are the 3 top performing categories, maybe I want to create different efforts for each of those, like separate efforts, and each of them will have their own thing because it makes sense. This is, like, as you can see, no shiny hacks. This is just structure and strategy to improve the performance of your email marketing campaigns. I hope this video was useful, and if you think, Brian, this is too much for me, I don't know if I will be able to pull it off, well, we are here to help. My agency, BSR Digital, you can find us in the comments. We've been doing this since 2013. We have helped countless brands grow with paid ads, email marketing, SMS, landing pages, and so on. So I'll be happy to help. And if you like the video, at least give me a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel because we put a lot of efforts in recording and editing these videos. Thank you.